who, when I found her this morning, was unfortunately suffering from a little fleshy wound on her leg, which it's not a bad wound. It's not, doesn't need the vet or anything like that. I gave the clean up and whatnot, checked it out, and put some antiseptic on her. But yeah, she's just I don't know what she's done. Probably being silly. Probably trying to, hang on, I've lost my shoes. Where are they? She was probably trying to kick somebody or paw at somebody. Well, it was actually a paw. It was a pawing episode because she's got, I can't find my my shoes. Oh, there they are. How did they get there? I don't know. But anyway, so I've got to do a little bit of work with her around her letting me touch her leg and get some care to it properly. I was able to clean it up, but it took an awfully long time for her to allow me to do anything, and she was quite aggressive in the whole process. She's being very aggressive at the moment. Don't know what's going on with her. We'll find out soon enough, but I think a lot of it is to do with hormones. And first I thought it might have been a bit of jealousy, but I think now it's hormonal. I don't think she can help herself with her behaviour, which isn't the best. So I'm going to go over and just see if she'll allow me to get near her enough to just check that leg up properly, fully. I mean, I did the best I could earlier, but I'd like to be able to get and have a feel and just see if there's anything stuck up higher, because where the skins come off, that's fine, that's easy. But up higher, not certain whether or not there can be anything there that causes a problem. So, I mean, it looks okay, but it's always worth having a second look when things have calmed down a bit. And I'll put Toki down the back end so he can't cause a problem. It's nothing that I'm concerned about. She's not limping or anything like that. She hasn't pulled any muscles or anything like that in doing what she's done. But it looks like a pretty clean cut. So she just does not want me touching her. And before we do anything else, let's grab her. Put her. You can still do some work, even though you got a little bit of a cut there. You can still do a little bit of work, and just practice at you letting me check you over properly and get you to make sure that you've got yourself a good spot. Yes, my lovely girl. Now, where did I put the thing? I'll be back. And we can still do work with, we can still do other things. You don't have to. Oh, come on, lovely. Come on. She says, I'm not moving unless you let me out. Well, that's okay. I'll wait. I'll grab the other thing. stuff just because you got a sore leg. It's not that bad. Just a scratch for you. But we'll take a look at it in just a minute. All right, let's get this back up here. That it's a good opportunity to do a bit of work with her in areas that I don't work often with. I have been avoiding working with her real closely because I've been very anxious about it all. But I'm going to have to get back into that because I can't, if I remain anxious like this, there's no point in me keeping her here with me because I'm not going to do her any good if I don't start picking up the ball. It's either I got to do it or she needs to go to someone who can do it and see how we go. Well, Soul Reaper, you might be interested to know this. In the island of Tonga, they actually use horse meat. That's what they eat. They don't eat cattle. They have horses instead. They use them for meat, and they also use them for riding and things like that. But predominantly, they use them for meat. So there you go. I'm talking to you, Soul Reaper, and I know that for you, you probably think you're funny or tough or something like that with your comments, but the only reflection you're putting is on yourself. So you might want to consider that because that's how it goes. But I know what you are. I know what you do. You don't bother me. Someone like you wouldn't even have the guts to walk inside here with this horse. She'd probably kick your ass if you did because your attitude wouldn't be very good. So anyway, let's have a look at this little wound we've got here. And he's probably a 5-year-old. He's probably a 5-year-old or an adult with a very diminished brain capacity, but he or she. I don't understand human beings that behave like that. They wouldn't want to go around horses. Horses would kick the shit out of them. It wouldn't take long, that's for sure. You wouldn't be able to stand 5 seconds with this girl. She would most definitely be giving him a lesson of her own. So we're working with a horse that's injured like this. Actually, I'm going to turn this around here so I can read your comments and answer those who are respectful. But see, Soul Reaper's not smart enough to understand basic language or basic human skills. Obviously, Soul Reaper probably needs some help. I do have a degree in therapy, by the way, so I can help you if you really need it. If you're that bad that this is what you've got to do, I can direct you in the right way. I can teach you how to value yourself if you like. It's something you might learn. I can teach you through working with a horse how to value yourself. Horses don't take it with people that behave like that. If you've got an ego and you think you're great, a horse will soon get rid of that ego. Especially a horse who's like my girl I got here. Because they don't care about whether or not you're popular. They don't care about whether or not you're smart or funny. All they care about is whether or not you have the skills to lead them. And to be a leader, you can't be an idiot. You have to be smart. You have to be have your brain working and all your cells firing and functioning well. So I don't think Soul Reaper's quite there yet, but we can still work with that. We can definitely work with that. That's something we could possibly do. So let's see if Soul Reaper learns anything. They may and they may not. They're still here, so they must be liking something they're seeing. They must be enjoying it. Thank you for actually coming and making such a good point for me because, you know what, I was about to talk about this anyway. With horses, like I said, people need to be patient. They have to have a brain and they have to understand why the horse is doing what it's doing and respond accordingly. Same with children and badly behaved adults. I mean, you've got to understand why they're doing what they're doing if you want to get through to them. So again, we'll show this wound here. So the reason I'm working with her today is this wound here, where she's scraped a bit of the skin off. And not quite sure why or how it happened, but that's not an issue. The issue is her letting us work with her because she's a bit sore. Now, she had a little bit of a problem a while ago when we had to call a vet out because she got her back legs completely cut up because now, here we go. And see, she's not listening to me because I'm not paying attention to her. I'm not watching what she's doing, so I've got to correct that. So a while ago we had the vet out because she got her back legs tangled because she was kicking at something and got her legs caught. This time it's the front leg. And when the vet came out, that gave her a bit of a fright, and she's not really trusting that I'm going to do something that's not going to hurt her. So this morning when I found her like this, I came out, and it took me about half an hour to get her to settle down water and antiseptic on it. So when we got that all done, it took a long time, a lot longer than it would, say, with one of my other horses. My other girl, she'd be 5 minutes. She'd just stand there and let me do it. But this girl is young, and it's all a new experience for her. So she's got to trust that, even though she's sore, that when I'm working with her and I'm touching these bits, that I'm not there to hurt her. So I'd like to feel what's happening here. So she's letting me touch that. Now the skin seems to have been pulled up quite a ways. I'm going to ask her to give me the leg, and we'll see if she will. Lift. I'm going to ask without me forcing. Up. Let's go. Now we've done this a million times, but she's not wanting to do it, so I'm going to try with the other leg first, just to make sure how stable this other side is. And she's able to see if she's able to give me this side first. And the reason I'm going to do that is to see if she can put pressure on that side without pain. And she can. And we can determine that because all the weight's going onto this side now. So she can hold that leg and it's not going to hurt, which is a good sign. That tells me there's probably no damage in the bones or anything like that. So even though she's gotten in a tangle, she's probably only done the superficial cut, which is quite common with horses. They do things like this a lot. I'm going to ask her to give me this. I'm going to have a look. And that's actually fine. There's nothing bad there. There's nothing bad there. It's a bit sore to touch, but it's fine. Okay, good girl. Thank you for letting me touch that. And now I'm going to just let her stand and think about this and see what she does. I'm going to ask her to drop and let her think about it. Let her know she did well. Good girl. Very important when a horse does what you ask, that you give them a sign that it's a good thing. They thrive on praise, and they thrive on having a release from things. So when we're getting them to move or work or whatever we're doing, it's letting that pressure off that it is their reward that makes them feel good. And she's going to stand here and she's going to try and move away. I'm going to move her back here. Good girl. So she's doing a good job there. I'm going to back her up for a second. Back. And just want to, no, not to the side, not to the side. I'm going to back. Good girl. She just had a lick and chew there. She's realising what I'm saying. She's showing me her side. So I think there's some flies bothering her, so we'll probably do some fly spray in a minute as well. Hey Ian, how you doing? Hi Ariana, how you going? So I'm pretty satisfied that the wound that she has is nothing major. I couldn't get right up close to her earlier today. She was very sore, and it must have just happened not too long before that. She was pretty sore. So I'm pleased with that response that she's given me. Chop. Good girl. Oh, she's a lovely girl. And I can't see any issue when she is walking and moving around. I can't see anything wrong with her that's showing in basically any problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask her to wait here for me. Stay. Good girl. So what I wanted to do, just stand here and see she's licking and chewing. When a horse does this licking and chewing motion, that's a relaxation motion, and that's also a good indicator to you that they're understanding. When they relax, they only relax once they've understood what it is that you want. So if they don't understand you, they won't do that. This is why we stand and wait for that to happen before we progress and go any further to the next thing. So we get that it's like teaching a small child how to ride a tricycle. You start off very slow. You do one step at a time. So I'm going to ask her to wait. Stand there. Good girl. Stay. She's a bit annoyed with the non-patience that she has, but I'm going to ask her to wait. Stay. Now she may not listen. Stay. She may just try. So I'm going to come back. And I'm working on this for a very big reason, because what I want to do is eventually I want her to be able to go out, and if I have nothing to tie her with, I want her to learn to stand without tying to anything, so that she just listens and knows to stand. I can get that done with my other horse. She knows how to do that. Ellie's young, but we will get there. It's all just practice. There we go. She's licking and chewing there. And stay. Stay. She says, I've got nothing to eat. Stand up and stay. Now hopefully she'll wait. No. And then as soon as she goes to bend that leg, I'm going to come back and I'm going to correct. And it's all very much patience. Horses take a long time. It doesn't happen overnight. Good girl. Stay. And stay. Yep. And she's moved again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct that again. Back up. Correct. Come on. Hey! The cat's over there, that's why. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my cat is distracting her. Simba! Lurking in the bushes there. So he's giving her something to think. See, she didn't move when I was doing that, when I was showing you that. She stayed nicely. And the reason is because I'm not going in the direction she wants to go. She wants to go over towards the gate. We're going to ask her to stay there and wait. Wait, stay. Good girl, stay. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Don't do that. Come on, get your legs in the right spot. Come on, you're ready to... Come on. Get your legs right. Good girl, stand. Good girl. We're going to wait right there. Stay. Good girl. I'm going to ask her to wait there for me. Wait there. Good girl. Stay. Hey, stay. Lovely. All right. Good job. And of course she's done a good job, so we're going to give her a nice reward. She loves being brushed. This is one of her favourite activities, is to get groomed. And she has a beautiful coat, this girl. She's got a gorgeous coat. But she really enjoys being pampered in this way. Good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. What's going on? Is that cat scaring you? Where is the cat? Stay there. I'm going to see where the cat went. Buddy. Simba. I don't know what he's up to. Up to something. Probably no good. Hold on. You've gone right up. You go right up, you silly girl. Back up. Are you trying to get in the shade? Actually, let's move this over here, so you're not in the sun. It's a bit hot. There's a lot of flies bothering her. We'll get the fly spray out and give her a spray and see how she reacts to that after she's had her water spray done. Good job. Good girl. And these are the things that will help you if you have had an issue with a horse and something bad's happened and you're trying to get your trust back. Best way you can do it is just doing very, very simple things like grooming, leading, walking, things like that. And just getting them to understand why you're with them and that you're there for a good reason. And you're not there to bother them, you're there to help them out. And then they'll respond to you every time. See that nice little drop there? Good girl. I'm going to go over and grab the fly spray. She probably won't stand still for the whole time, but we'll see. And stay. Just give her a little incentive. Good. And stay. Good girl. And relax. Good girl. Just relax. Good girl. Alright, stay. Good girl, stay. She might not stay, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. She might be good and stay. No, she won't stay. Hi, lovely. Come on. Come on. Come on. See if she'll come back over for me. And see, this is a horse that's, you know, still learning, still young. Hasn't got the gist of it fully yet. She's getting good though. What you want is you want as much as possible to get them to do it because it's their idea, not yours. So I'm going to show you, here we go with the water. I've got the water spray bottle here. This has just got some salt water in it. Oh, it's okay. She's a bit upset, probably because this morning when I did this, it was a little bit, just relax. Just relax and walk. Good girl. Just getting her to allow me to spray a little bit here. Good girl. There we go. A bit more on the wounds. Good job. Sorry about this. It's hard to see. Hang on. Not sure which way I'm at. Can't tell. Where is she? I can't see. I can't see a darn thing. There she is. Okay. So I'm going to try now the fly spray. She may be a little upset with that. Yeah, I know. And it may sting a little too because if it gets, I don't want it to get into her bad leg. Good girl. Good job. Okay, we've got some on this chest. There we go. There we go. Good job. She's not happy about that. There, she's pinning her ears right now. I don't know if you can see this, but she's pinning her ears towards this now. So she's giving me a very nasty face right there. She's like, I've had enough and I don't want this. So I'm going to ask her to stay with me, calm, and calm down. I'm going to get her calm down. Just relax. There we go. Let me get close enough and just show her it's right there. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Good job. There we go. Okay. Good job. She says, hang on, I'm not happy about that. So we want her to just calm down. Yeah. Back to me. Back to me. Come on. She's cranky, but she's got to learn if she wants the relief from the fly, then she's got to allow the spray. Don't. It's on this side she's bothered. And the reason is because she's got a sore on that side. So, that. Now I could easily just tie her down and force her into it in a way that she has no choice. But if I do that, I'm going to lose her with any further treatments trying to... There we go. There we go. That's all we need. Just enough to get on the front of you. There we go. All right. That's all I want to do. Just try and keep these flies as much as possible away from the injured part. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine what we've done there. So what we're going to do also, now that we've accomplished that, it's a bit hard for everyone to see. So I'm going to work out the just basic water. See, she knows the difference. She knows water from fly spray. She knows the difference because there's a smell. The salt water smells like salt water and the fly spray smells like citrus. So I'm going to ask her to just be calm about things. Just want her to accept the spray as much as I possibly can get her to do. And here she goes. She's licking and chewing again, which tells me, she says, okay, I understand. You're not trying to hurt me. You're just trying to help me. And this is what you've got to do. If you don't communicate with the horse in a fashion that they understand, a horse like her will literally throw you on the ground and probably screw you up really quickly. She's very dominant and she's very aggressive. I cannot put her in with my other mare at all right now, nor with my miniature. This morning she was attacking the miniature. She wasn't in with the other mare. She hasn't been in with her for 2 days, 3 days. She injured her. And so she's become very aggressive at the moment. We don't know why. I'm thinking it's to do with her cycling. If after she's finished her cycle she is still aggressive, then we're going to have to do further investigations with the vet and make sure she hasn't got something like a ovarian cyst happening or anything like that. I highly doubt she's got an ovarian cyst happening, simply because the symptoms are a lot more severe when you have an ovarian cyst. She wouldn't be tolerating anything else. I think it's more of a, she's 4 years old, she's just come into adulthood and she's trying to adjust from teenager to adult very quickly and to basically plant herself in that pecking order where she's number one. So patience is key with these horses. You cannot not be patient. If you are not patient with this horse, this one in particular, will hurt you, and she will, if she's aggressive and you meet her with aggression, she will go for you, and she won't care if you've got whips or whatever you've got. She'll just go. And this is the thing people don't understand. People think, oh, you know, if you just whack at one, it'll behave. Well, that doesn't work that way. Some horses it will work, but a horse like her, what you have to do is work with patience, and you have to gain the respect through being trusted. If she does not trust you, she does not value you. So you have to make a bond between yourself and the horse. And how do you do that? Well, simply by spending time. You don't have to be extremely knowledgeable about everything just to spend time with somebody or with an animal and gain their trust. All you've got to do is understand their body language and how they work. She understands me well. She understands that I'm an anxious person. She understands she can bully me and push me over sometimes. She has done it. But when I respond with calmness and quietness. And so when I respond to her, that calmness and quietness then wins her back over. And she's like, you're not trying to take over me. You're trying to work with me. And that's what you want, a partnership. You want to be the leader, but you also want to have a partnership to where you're not dismissing her and what it is that she wants and needs. Yeah, okay. Good girl. It's okay. She's been very patient, standing nice and still for me here. That's quite a long time to stand still for a young'un. Good girl. And she's looking around because that cat's probably running around in the bush over there. It's also got some other horses coming. I know, it's okay. You're all right. So that's what we're going to just do with her today, and that will do her. We're not going to make her do anything else. She's free to go. Off you go, bub. And off she goes. So what we want to do when we're working with our horses is we want to make sure it's a partnership. We don't want to bully them around and have to make it that we need to whip the crap out of them to get what we want. Because if you're doing that, you're not going to have a partnership. The horse will eventually lose control and attack you. And it will be your own fault for not having a bond with them. Also, if you get into a pickle and you're out in the middle of nowhere, you won't be able to rely on your horse to help you. It'll just take off and help itself. When I came off her and got hurt, the first thing she did was double back round to where I was and pace right near my head, backwards and forwards, on the other side of the fence line, trying to see what had happened to me. And that's a good sign that the horse gives a shit. She was very disturbed by the fact that I was on the ground, even though she put me on the ground. But the thing is, we've got a very close bond, and even though she's very young, she's quite intelligent and smart, this girl. So she's very good to work with as far as, once she learns something, she's pretty good at it. She'll understand why, and if she's frustrated and she doesn't know why you're asking something, come on. So I'm going to ask her to move up, move your bum up, just so that I'm not in the firing line, just in case she doesn't realise it's me and kicks. It can happen, and it does happen. People don't understand that either. I'm going to have to get this cat of mine to understand that if she stays where she is, she's going to end up in the firing line. You know, she spotted something over there. I don't know what she's after. What are you going after? So I'm going to let Ellie out, and then I'm going to go over and see Miss Zara and check her over. Make sure she's all good today, where she got injured. And give her an opportunity to be have some special time where we work with her. Zara's been sort of lacking attention since I've had Ellie doing her training. Now that Ellie and I have sort of slowed things right down again and back to very, very slow progress again, Zara's got a bit more time to work with. Yes, I think Beard, hi, how are you? I think Ellie did get injured because she was probably trying to strike at Zara through the fence. She's been dreadful, dreadful. You wouldn't know it when she's with me, she's behaving herself. But around the other horses, my lord, she has been absolutely atrocious to them. Back it up, Hep. If you go back out there, good girl, thank you. I like that she responded nicely with that and backed away from me. There's over there, go. Good girl. It's nice that she's listened. But yeah, she was being a bitch this morning to Toki. She was ripping at him. I had to move him down into Henry's paddock again because I can't have her stomping on him. He's tiny. If she gets him, she'll kill him. So, got to figure out what's changed. If it's hormonal or if it's just herd behaviour. And if she's going to be like this permanently, I'm going to have to come up with another solution. Get her a different paddock to go in. Come on. Lily. Lily, come. You going to come over? Lovely. So Miss Zara is by herself now in this paddock, and I think she's a far happier horse being alone than having either Ellie or Toki bothering her. The younger horses can be a bit of a challenge. When they're around the 4 years of age mark, They become a bit of a bastard. It's like having a teenager. But Ellie's kind of going into adulthood now, and I think this is where she's hormonally changing and also mentally becoming a lot more, what do you call it, a lot more assertive. She's not that baby anymore. She can't be fooled into believing that she's not big and tough and strong by the other horses. She knows she's big, tough and strong, so she's going to do what she's going to do. Now, Miss Zara got clobbered by Miss Ellie the other day, and you'll be able to see in just a second where this mark is, where this hoof mark is on her backside. So just here is where she got hurt. And I can still feel there's a bit of a raised lump there. It's a bit of a hematoma underneath the skin there. But she's letting me touch it, so that's good. It was about 3 or 4 days ago that injury occurred. It doesn't look like much, but you have no idea how hard the force is to get that to actually make a mark like that. That is a very hard kick. To remove the hair in such precise manner, you'll only get that with a very, very hard kick. So it is very lucky she didn't get her somewhere along here or along near the head. If she had gotten her any further along here, she could have broke her hip. So I'm very grateful that it only happened where it happened, because Zara most certainly did not deserve the pain and suffering that she got from that. So I had to really release them. And she's already had injuries. I don't know if you can see, but on the bottom of these back legs here, there's some scarring. It's only light, too bad. But she was ripped apart by 2 dogs a couple of years back, about 3 or 4 years ago. So she's had enough done to that rear end of hers. So she's had it with being sort of, attacked from the back end. When the chiro was here, I noticed she did not want him touching her on the butt. He got to about here and she started kicking like a maniac and going berserk at him. So she's kind of sensitive around the rear end. I'm lovely. And which is fair enough. I mean, if you've been bitten and attacked and whatnot, you're going to be sensitive. You're not going to think it's okay. And that's it, and leave it at that. But I've got to watch her too, because she's got a bit of a crest happening here. She's had a lot of you want that to be loose. You don't want this to be hard. When they've got a crest like this, that's a sign they've had way too much sugar. It's like a diabetes for a horse. Just watching. Good girl. Drop. She's been very, very good. Yep. I've got Ellie over there trying to sticky beak at us. Back one. Back up. Yep. Back. And stand. And lift. Lift. What's that about? Throwing a tanty, eh? So one thing Zara's not used to, and Ellie's great with it, but Zara's not used to it, is just the release. It also gives you an opportunity to check their teeth, see what's going on at the front. She's 15 now, so she's getting to an age where you've got to start watching for any kind of issues with the teeth. sure they're not. Oh, that's a good girl. Big yawn there. Oh. And release. There we go. That just frees their jaw up and helps them a little bit just to relax. That's what that's all about. This is a fly veil, so it's to stop the flies from getting on her. It's not for any other purpose than that. Just to help her keep flies off her eyes. Older horses tend to have trouble with the flies causing infections and things. Ellie, what are you doing? Ellie. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's been silly. So I want Zara to do some work for me. I'm going to ask her to turn this around here. I'm going to ask her to, yep, turn, yep, back down the back, and turn back this way, face, Zali. So I'm going to ask her to wake up, face, come in, good girl. Here's it, whoa, good, whoa, no, back, come on, back we go, there we go, drop, let's see if she'll drop for me, drop, good, stay there, be a very good girl. Hey Crazy Cat, how you doing? And anyone else on the chat that's there that I haven't seen, I can only see, I'm not really watching chat very much. I'm going to do a check of her. Checking around the shoulders and things to make sure there's no sore spots there. I might actually ride her out this afternoon, later on. Head up, sweetheart, while I do this. They're a little sore here. That might be because you've been, yeah, a little bit sore there. Drop. Good girl. Good job. Nice and soft in the chest. No, nothing to feel there. Good girl. So she's a little knotty around the neck because she's not having exercise, but this is too fat up here. We need to get her back into some work. back legs, not front. Back. Cross your back. 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 Stand. Up. This way. Come on. In. Come on. Closer. In. And here. Whoa. Good girl. So she's looking pretty good. I think she's going to be just fine. She's definitely listening nicely, being good. Oh, is Edwin here? Hi, Edwin. So I'm pretty pleased with her. I think she's going to be pretty all right to ride out, actually. She's pulling some faces, of course, but nothing too bad. I'm going to give this neck a little bit of a rub here. See if I can get it to soften a little bit. She's very tight. She's very tight in that neck. I don't know what she's done, but she's probably done something silly. It's always good to give them a massage if they're tight, especially if you're planning on doing anything with them later in the day or any time at all, really. If they're feeling any tightness, it should really, I mean, you're not going to get rid of a crest by massaging it, but you can help loosen it a little bit so that when you do exercise, they're more than happy to, oh, she likes to give her, she likes to give her inside. A lot of horses don't like their ears being touched. This girl likes it. She likes it. She's like, yep, it's good fun for her. For her, this is her relaxation. She likes it, see? Oh. Toki likes it too, but Ellie isn't a big fan of it. She will let you touch her ears. Very handy if you've got to do something with their ears, like put drops in or anything, if they'll allow you around them. A lot of horses don't like their ears being touched at all, but this girl doesn't mind it. And it's a good opportunity also to feel in and make sure there's no ticks or cuts or anything like that, bruises or anything. That's a little bit sensitive there. Nothing in her ear. Good girl. All these little things that people probably don't even do. Most people don't really think about. Unless you know about it, you don't think about it, see? But I just learnt when I was very young that the more that you can be around your horse and the more it'll let you touch it, obviously, the better. Because there's a fly or something bothering you. Yeah, and this is what she does when she's a bit bothered. She'll pop her head onto you and ask you. Okay. Come on. Yep. 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 She's very stiff on that side of the neck, so I don't know what that is. That may just be refusing. It could be something to do with getting kicked, because this side's... Come on, touch it. Probably when she got kicked the other day, it's probably misaligned her again. I don't know. She feels like she's not too bad. But that doesn't mean that she can't be out. I'm not a chiropractor, so I don't know fully. Generally, I can tell if there's some kind of issue, but because I can watch their movements and they change, and also their demeanour and their behaviour. And she's actually being a lot nicer since she's been separated from Ellie. She's far more less of the ear pinning that she usually does. So maybe a lot of that was instigated by having the other horses around. I've never had her by herself. No, I have. I did have her by herself in the drought for a little while. It wasn't for long. But she's always generally been around other horses, and usually she's fine with them. She's getting grey, old lady. You know, getting grey. But she's a really nice horse and listens really well. I'm going to see if she'll come with me and do the things I'm going to ask. Let's take her down here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. She's too relaxed now. Extremely relaxed. Come on, bub. She's got her nice ears on. That'll soon change when she realises what I'm going to ask her to do. Okay, come on. Let's go. Round. Good girl. Round. I'm even going to cheat a bit for you. Come on. Let's go this way. And weave in and out. Good girl. One more. One more. This one's a short one. Oh, there we go. Back we go. Let's go. Lovely. Good job. And you're not even trying to get out of it. That's really good. Seems much more, listens a lot better. Come on, let's go. I'm going to let you down here now. Listens a lot better without me having any other horses around. She's definitely far more in tune. Good girl. We have a cat. Hang on. Cat now in terraria. Her name is Tonic. Oh! That's that game you're playing. Come on. And see, she's just listening. I can go anywhere in this paddock and she's going to follow me. Come on. Maybe not. Lisa. Ellie. Oh, you're not Ellie. Zara. Oh, I don't think she liked the fact that I called Ellie's name then. Come on. Ellie. Zara. Zali. Come on. She's taking her time, but she is listening. She is coming along. And go. Good girl. Now let's see if she'll listen and stay put. That is the question. Drop. 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 Good. So when I ask her to stand still, I've got a different way of doing it with her than I do with Zara. She will stand still and focus if you basically get her into like a trance. And stay. Good. Stay. I'm going to start walking in the direction that I know she's going to want to follow me with, and we'll see if she'll listen. Stay. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Stay. Good job. She says, "No, you're heading where I want to go. Come on." Good. Let's try again. Stop. Good job. Stay. Stay. I'm going to go away again and see if she'll listen. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. So far, so good. Stay. Don't even try and look at me. You're all right where you are. You're okay. keep trying to hook on, and you're doing really well. Come on. You're doing very good. You did very good. You stood nicely. We don't usually do it in this part, do we? Oh, got a lot of parrots. Rosella parrots over the back. Probably hear them chattering, making all sorts of sounds. Drop. Drop. Good girl. Good job. Drop. And try one more time. Go away from her and see how she copes with it. She'll listen or not. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. She's nice and relaxed. She's got a nice eye. Very sleepy. Good girl. Very sleepy. Stay right where you're at. Good girl. You're very sleepy. Stay there. Good girl. Stay there. Wait for Mum. Stay there. Good girl. Oh, so clever. So clever. Stay. Good girl. I'm going to come around the back. Stay. Good girl. Focus. Good girl. Good girl. Wait there for me. Don't move your leg. Good girl. Breathing nicely. Nice and calm. Good girl. Nice and good girl. Take the halter off. And even with that gone, she'll still listen. All right, Zali. Let's go. Come on. Oh, she's going her own way. Zali, come on. This way. Hey. No, she thinks she's finished. Well. Zara. Come over. Come. Back hook on. Good girl. Come on. Hey. Do you want to go down the back end? And come down here? Come on. I'll open it for you anyway. If you don't want it, you don't have to. If you want it, it'll be open. Come on. Come on. I don't know if the creek's got any water in it. I have to check this. You're going to Woolies at 9 o'clock. Oh, we've got about 10 minutes, yeah. We had some wild weather the last couple of days. No water in the creek at all. What I will do though is this afternoon with her, I'll take her out, go for a walk up the road with her. And if I feel up to it, I'll get on. If not, I'll just walk her to get her out and about again. Get her some exercise. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. It's a good thing our paddock is not full of grass, because if it was, she'd have to be locked in an even smaller area. What I'll do now is I'll go down and check on Toki and see if he's coping okay being with in the situation he's in. Hope to goodness me I didn't open that gate the wrong way. Oh, well, Ellie's not getting out, that's for sure. She's just munching on the grass over the back there. Over there. Which is good. Now, I had a talk with my daughter today who owns Ellie about if she thinks she's going to be getting any lessons for herself and stuff to be able to get on to Ellie later on down the track. But she's sort of said she hasn't got time. She doesn't think she's going to be able to do that for a long time. So it may very well be that we look at some options into maybe leasing Ellie out for a while to get her with somebody confident to move her forward. And then when we get her back, then we can sort of work from there on and just give her a bit of experience in the world. Frizzy, you okay, bub? Frizzle. Okay, he's not looking the best. Might just be having a rest. Frizzy. Right. Frizz. He's looking a bit weird. His head's a bit crooked. Oh, sweetheart, what's going on? You've got a bit of gunk in your eye. What's going on here? I don't think he's feeling the best today. He's usually much more perkier. Poor darling. You're just having a bit. So yeah. Just had a call. Going to go have a quick look. Maybe one of my girls might have left one of their keys here accidentally. So I'm going to have a quick look and see, because she's got stuff to do. So let's check and have a check. I'm pretty sure I didn't see. Oh no, it is here. Okay, yes, it's here. I found it. You slept like the dead after the karaoke? That's good. I didn't even know the girls were coming up. I had no idea they were going to come up. Just want to see if I can find this little mini pony of mine. He's probably snagged in the grass down here. Talk! Talkie! Talk! I have to go and have a check. Just give me a second. Hang on. Talkie! Right, I'm going to have to go and see if I can spot him, because God knows where he's gone. Talkie! He's going to be somewhere down here. It was a bit weird doing the a cappella thing because we don't usually do that. But I just thought for a minute, maybe we can. Oh, there he is. Talkie! Here's a buddy boy. Come see Ma. Come see Ma. Talk. He's so tiny. He's lost in all the grass. Henry! He really enjoys being out here with Henry. I think the boys get along quite well as long as, there's something to do. Talkie! Look at you! You're having the time of your life. Don't eat too much wild grass. And I think it just gives Henry somebody to hang with, and Henry's a bit cranky with him, but Henry's a very gentle boy. He doesn't attack other horses. So he'll just warn Talkie with a bit of a sound. Talkie's actually being very gentle with Henry at the moment. About a year ago, I tried them together and it was a disaster. Talkie was kicking Henry, and Henry was nearly kicking him back, and it was just horrible. But I think it's because Toki was a bit immature. And now that he's matured a bit, he's less antagonistic, especially with the gelding. He's a lot quieter and gentler. Good boy. Hello, buddy. Good boy. How you doing? You having fun? You got a burr in your face? There we go. Get it out of your house, out of your hands. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, Henry. Hi, buddy. Hi, Henry. Good boy. Good old man. Oh, you're looking lovely. You're looking good. Henry's a beautiful boy. He's in good condition for a 29-year-old. Very, very healthy. He's just blind. If he wasn't blind, he'd be all right. He's not fully blind though. He's just got, well, he can see certain things, but not much. He's not. He can't see directly in front of him at all. But from further away, he can sort of see shapes and things, but nothing clear. It won't be long before he will be completely blind, but not too bad. Alrighty-o. And here are the two trouble boys. David Bowie, what you doing? Oh, you're getting a cold too. I hope you're not. Oh, something's not agreed with him. Billy Joel. Billy Joel, what's the matter? Good boy. He likes his ears being touched. He's not bad about it. Oh. They don't really like the miniature horse. He'll try and headbutt Toki if he can. Here we go. Watch out, Toki. Toki, watch out. You'll get headbutted. Getting bitten by some pretty seriously bad flies. You'll get your horns caught. You will. Bowie. Bowie. And I've got Mama Hen. She's still on the eggs. So I'm waiting for the 28th of November, 29th of November. She should have her babies hatched. If they're not out by the 30th, I'll break them free myself. Oh, everybody's in here. Good morning. Good morning, you all. You harassing the mama. There's Mama on her hen, baby eggs, all puffed up. Hey, Mama. And other girl hanging around. Mama. This is a great little box because when the chicks are born, if there's predators like snakes and rats, what I do is at night they get completely locked in here with a grated cover that is rat and mice proof, because you'll be surprised. I learnt the hard way. I thought a rat wouldn't attack an actual chick. They might try and steal the eggs, but they won't take an actual chick, but they do, and they're pretty cruel about what they do to them. They basically, decimate them and then leave them half dead without actually killing them fully off. They just eat them. They begin eating them, and it's horrible. And then you've got to really put them down when you find them. So I learnt that the hard way. I lost 2 chicks in one night, and I was horrified. So after that happened, every single litter, not litter, but every clutch that we have, I've done the same thing with the protection in here at night. And during the day, they seem to be fine. The mum hen doesn't allow anything to get to them. And they seem to be fine. They can come outside and play in the grass and everything. But at night, they get locked up in here, and it keeps them safe. And Mum loves this little set up when the babies are born, because it's quite safe in there. There's nothing they can sort of get hurt or injured on at all. Here's some broccoli. Oh, she says there's a cat on the roof. And there is a cat on the roof. Yeah, she's not happy about that. Bye, Ian. Have a good time at Woolworths. Yeah, hopefully there's some specials there and they don't rip you off like they do everybody most of the time. Hope you can get some good coffee and stuff. Whatever it is you're getting. Have a good trip to town. Hope it's not too hot. So, yeah, this is getting tired. It's been an interesting morning. Mama, what are you doing? Where are you going? A lot of branches that have broken down. I'm going to collect all this stuff. I collect all that leftover wood because winter time I'm going to be desperate for wood. So I'll just collect that in big lots and pop it up in the shed. It gives me a lot of kindling for winter. Takes care of a lot of the debris on the ground during summer. So you've got it all contained in one spot, but it gives you a lot of fuel for winter. Buying wood is expensive. It's very dear over here. You pay about $250 now for a small 6x4 trailer of wood that's not even full. So, and it's not split either. It's just big chunks. You've got to split it all yourself. A lot of the stuff that we get has been leftovers from our land that have fallen down during storms and stuff. So stuff like this, which we get, and we can sort of cut our own wood and get our own wood. I've got a whole heap of wood up there that I can probably do the same thing with, cut that up. I've just put it in there sort of as a brace against the ground moving. I'm not really sure it's doing anything. Maybe it is. I've got to get in there and clean that all up. It needs a mow and it needs a whippersnipper. Get some tidying up. There's probably 10 million snakes in there. Who knows? There'd have to be something going in there. It'd have to be some kind of lizards and snakes in there, I'd say, for sure. Getting a lot of white-tailed spiders. That is not good. Hello, Miss Ellie. There's Miss Ellie over at the drinking watering hole, having a drink. All right, well, I think I might, oh, look at Tocky. Oh, my goodness, he's so little. At least I can see him now. Go to the back. Tock, tock. There he is. There he is. There's his butt and his tail. Haven't been seeing any roos next door. I have been on the lookout. The only one I saw was that old fella. That was about a week or so ago. I haven't seen any up there. But then again, maybe I haven't been looking at the right time because I've not been on, I haven't been sitting in that room very much. So that could be why. I haven't really been sitting and looking out that window. I've been more so just functioning and doing things over the other side of the property. So they're probably still over there. They're just probably not there when I'm looking. Well, they probably are there and we can't see them because of the long grass. Because that's like, some of that grass is taller than me. Some of it's like 6 foot tall. But it's a nice sunny day here. So hopefully for you guys over in the northern hemisphere, it's not too cold today. Must actually go and see what's happening in my friend's country, Kazakhstan. I can't remember what it's called. Kazakhstan. I think that's how you say it. Probably not, but oh, we've got a little bit of a breeze happening here. It's not too bad. Could be a lot hotter than what it is. Probably hotter up in Queensland where Ian is. But thank you guys for watching, and hope you have a really good day wherever you are in the world. Hello to the people in India. I get a lot of people in India during this time of morning now. Good morning, India, and Pakistan, and West Indies, and places like that. And well, it's actually probably afternoon, so I should say good afternoon. And it's good morning to New Zealand, and of course Tasmania, part of Australia. Can't forget Tassie. And Papua New Guinea, and Torres Strait Islands, and it's afternoon everywhere else in the world, from what I can tell. And hello to anybody who's down in the Antarctic, or the Arctic, or no, Arctic isn't even there anymore, the Antarctic, South Pole. I wonder if anybody is actually in the South Pole right now. Probably there are. There'd have to be some researchers going on. There's definitely a cruise ship or two going through there. They probably don't get the internet there. Well, they could have satellite internet, I suppose. I don't know. I'll have to check up on all that. I would like to know. We'll figure it out. But thank you, everybody. I'm going to head off, and you guys have a lovely morning. And I'll be back later on, possibly with Zara going out on a big walk. And if so, I'll definitely try and bring you guys with me. If not, I'll bring the GoPro and see if I can get that happening. Have a great morning. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.